But all good things must come to an end. It was the year of the Mustang Roundup, and as the herd grew, there was outrage that the roaming horses were taking up the land that could be used for growing crops and raising cattle. So, to ease the growing tension, the Jorvikan governor enacted a law to round up 1/3 of the Mustang population. And this is where Copper's long journey to me begins. Copper was not adjusting well to life in captivity. The wild horses had been separated into pens, so he was left without the familiarity of his herd. He was scared, confused, and angry, and more than comfortable letting the wranglers know that. Those first few days he spent pacing and in distress, but despite his unfortunate situation, he still managed to find comfort in the horses nearby. It was the closest thing to the sense of being back in a herd that he'd been getting for quite some time. Good evening, everyone. This is Rebecca Birchbreeze reporting live from South Hook, where an important event is unfolding, the controversial Mustang Roundup. So far, 15 wild Mustangs have been captured and corralled as part of Governor Smith's plan to expand farmland in the region. The atmosphere here is tense, with people on both sides of the issue sharing their opinions over the fate of these animals. I just don't think it's right. There are better alternative solutions. These Mustangs were here before us, and they formed long-term bonds with their herds, and now we're just sending them off to who knows where? Truth is, if we want to keep our farms going and put food on the table, we gotta expand and grow our operations. The wild horses were causing damage to our crops and grazing lands. This way, we can keep our families fed. It's as simple as that. The captured Mustangs have been separated into pens away from their herds and natural habitat, causing distress and agitation among these wild horses. Animal rights activists are voicing their concerns over the well-being of these animals, while farmers defend the roundup as necessary for the local economy. As the day goes on, more Mustangs will be brought in and the debate will continue. Stay tuned for updates on this important story. This is Rebecca Birchbreeze reporting live from... I can't watch anymore. It's heartbreaking. I really just want to rescue one of those Mustangs and give them a safe home here. Sweetheart, I know your heart is in the right place, but you know we're almost at max capacity at the sanctuary. We have to think about the well-being of the animals we already have. But these Mustangs are in danger. They deserve a chance at a better life, and if we don't step in, who knows where they'll end up. Well, I suppose we can find a way to make it work. The days and nights felt long for Copper. The loneliness of being without his herd was setting in, and he wasn't sure what to expect. Little did he know he was soon to be getting a visit from the Starshine Sanctuary. Meet Maggie, a 16-year-old horse-crazy girl who helped run the Starshine Sanctuary with her mom. She'd made the trip to the peninsula in hopes of being able to give one of these Mustangs a soft landing until they'd be ready for a more permanent home. And when she laid eyes on Copper, she knew he was the one she was meant to save. The wranglers warned her about this especially rowdy horse, but she was persistent. He was fearful, but still he stood close to the fence when she was around. Then and there, she named him after his copper-colored coat. So they just managed to put a halter on him and corralled him into the trailer, and it was there he began his time at the Starshine Sanctuary.